Hello, everyone. Hello, and welcome. I hope you all are having a fantastic holiday season. It's crazy to think that 2026 is just around the corner. In that spirit, we wanted to switch it up today for our webinar and adjust our approach from our typical business topics to a more personal side, personal topic in the IT and cybersecurity space. We're doing the 10 New Year's resolutions that we recommend you make for a smoother and safer digital life. Now, even though this is less business focused, many of these tips still have an application to both to both personal and business situations. So stick around to the end for the last one, which is, if I might uh, be be honest, could be the biggest tip you've never heard about technology. My name is Peter Meredith, and we've been helping small businesses with everything IT related since 2008. So without further ado, we will jump in to our list of New Year's resolutions, kicking it off with password managers. If you're not using a password manager, you don't even know what you're missing. It's not only the first thing on our list, it is absolutely the number one thing you can do to increase both your security and convenience. There are a number of great options for password managers that you can get. Just to name a few: Keeper Security, LastPass, 1Password, Bitwarden, Proton Pass, lots of good options. Most password managers also include family plans, which enable you to share passwords seamlessly across your whole family. They also don't just store passwords, they can also store documents, payment cards, addresses, and much more. Many password managers have included, or as an add-on, you can detect if your password was leaked on the dark web. In my opinion, this is definitely a feature worth getting or adding on, and it really can be a lifesaver in checking if those old passwords you've always used for the family account are actually leaked on the dark web. So next year, set aside an hour or two and get that password manager set up. Resolution number 2, enable MFA on all your accounts, or at least any account that you use to verify your identity or access sensitive information. These are accounts like your bank account or your email, something that you use to authenticate or access sensitive information. We all know it's very annoying to have to put in the code from your phone, but it is one of the simplest things you can do with a massive return on security. MFA stands for multi-factor authentication. And there are actually lots of options beyond just texting you a code for enabling MFA. You could also use an authenticator app, or if the platform allows, you can use a security key. Security keys are small devices like this. They plug into your computer, and then when prompted, you tap the little button, and that authenticates yourself. They are actually more secure than a phone text or the app, as they are resistant to phishing attempts, and that provides even more security than your other MFA methods. Make sure when you enable MFA that you save your recovery codes to your account. You could save them to your secure password manager that you conveniently set up. And that's a great way to make sure that you don't get locked out of your account. It's also a great way for somebody to bypass your MFA if they have those codes. So make sure you keep them in a safe place. For resolution number 3, it's conduct a account security checkup. So many accounts like your Google or Microsoft, they'll save your login for your convenience. It is really important every so often to log into these accounts and disconnect all of the devices and sessions that you no longer use. So this could be for your Google account. Maybe you switched phones, maybe you switched computers, and your old computer is sitting around. Log in, go to Manage Devices, and remove all of the sessions and tokens and devices that you don't currently use. These are security vulnerabilities, and leaving them out there could put you at risk. Also, if you notice that there are connections to devices or tokens that you have no idea what they are or what they do, make sure you disconnect those, you change your password, enable MFA, and then you can call a security professional like Tech Eagles, for example, just to see and make sure that your accounts have not been compromised. For resolution number 4, make sure that all your devices are up to date and then set to auto update. This includes your phone as well as your computer. If you're on a computer, Windows 10 has reached its end of life, so you should be running Windows 11, or if you're on a Mac computer, make sure that you're running Mac OS version 14 or newer. Version 13 reached end of life earlier this year as well. If you discover that your device is out of date and it's unable to update, that means you need a new computer. The security risks of running a computer with an unsupported operating system are much higher than the cost of buying a new computer. And your number 4 resolution changes from update your computer to get a new one. For resolution number 5, we have install modern antivirus on all your computers and phones. So I use modern here kind of loosely. There are a lot of great options. I personally love Sophos. They make an application for your phone called Sophos Intercept X for mobile. It is free, and they also have a great home version of antivirus that you can install on your personal computer. It's not enough in today's AI-powered cybercrime to just use the default settings on your computer. You need to have antivirus on all your devices. Resolution number 6. Make sure that your data is backed up. There are lots of options for how you want to do this, and it could even be as simple as having a thumb drive that you keep in a safe place with sensitive and important documents on it. What you need to do is sit down with each device that you have and ask yourself this question. Tomorrow, if I woke up and this device was totally non-functional and the data could not be restored, what would I lose? And am I okay with losing all of that? If the answer is no, then you need to back up data that you're not okay with losing to another location. For most of us, if we woke up and our phones were non-functional, we would be in a lot of trouble. So make sure you have other ways of getting into your accounts should you enable MFA. This is another reason why having a security key and a password manager is such a powerful tool. Resolution 7. Lock down your devices with passwords. I've talked about using a password manager and enabling MFA, but I've been making the assumption that you're using a password at all. Well, if you're not using a password for your phone or computer, 2026 is the year to change that. Set up a password for all your devices, and as an added layer, put on a screen lockout policy. It doesn't have to be super aggressive, just whatever is comfortable and convenient for you, but something is better than nothing. Resolution number 8. Secure your home Wi-Fi. Make sure your home router does not have the default password set. Every router is different, and you can find lots of guides on how to log into your router and how to reset the password. But this is really important. If your device, if your internet Wi-Fi does not have a password, if your router does not have a password, that leaves you very vulnerable in your home network. And a lot of cybercrime is done by criminals using their neighbor's network to commit crime. Also, while you're there, for your specific router, check and see if any of your kids have opened ports to play or host video games that they might not be using anymore, and be sure to close those down. If you have a guest network, then that should be password protected. It can be very beneficial to set up a guest Wi-Fi, but never if it doesn't have a password. For resolution 9, take the time to review your phone privacy and security configurations. So sit down, go through your apps, and uninstall all of the ones that you don't use. Then you can review the ones that you do and make sure that permissions are set to only what the app needs to function and what you are comfortable giving. Another thing you can do with your phone is check your Wi-Fi settings and turn off the auto connect to Wi-Fi networks. This is, I will be honest, this is very annoying to not auto connect. However, it does save you a little bit of battery life, but it keeps you much more secure. Bad actors can set up devices in public spaces that will take advantage of your phone trying to connect to your home internet and then pretend to be your home internet, causing them to intercept your connection without you even realizing it. Finally, our last resolution, the one that I think could be one you've never heard of and is the most beneficial. It's about your email. So, well, first the resolution, which is set aside some time and organize your email, organize your folders. Your future self will thank you a lot. But the tip is create a subfolder in your inbox, and you can call it newsletters, you can call it marketing, you call it whatever name you want to come up with, and then create an email rule that moves any messages containing the words unsubscribe or manage preferences to that folder. Marketing emails are required to allow for people to unsubscribe from the marketing emails. Bad actors know this, and it is actually not secure to click the unsubscribe link on marketing emails, because a hacker could have put the payload for malicious software in the unsubscribe link. And so to save you all of the clutter and all of the time of having to delete all of the, or block all of the marketing emails that you get, you simply create a rule saying unsubscribe or manage preferences. If that is in the body of the email, then it goes into my newsletter or my marketing folder, whatever you want to call it. Thanks, everyone. That is our 10 list. And if you would like to get a copy of this list, you can email our email at the end of this screen when the webinar is over. But thanks, everyone, for joining, and I hope you have a wonderful Christmas and a happy New Year.